Welcome back to Ginger Cat DIY, the place where I science. Welcome to Women in STEM. Science, technology, engineering, and math. But today we're doing STEAM. Science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics. I got my hands on a very mysterious book that can only be solved by science. This is a watercolor book, but no ordinary watercoloring book for an ordinary girl who takes care of a screaming baby. This is a just add water coloring book. Now, I've done these before, and sometimes they have little swatches like the ones that come in the Nerdy Crafter watercolor set, which I have. I haven't used it on camera yet. Well, I have, but that's a long story. But how does it work? I've done a lot of research. Actually, nothing really online told me about how it works. So let's ask a different question. Does it react differently with different clear liquids? Here are the liquids that I'm going to be using now. You're going to need clear fluids, a black cat, and a strange painting book. Let's take a look. So let's go ahead and take a look at our book. The front cover, it has Be Happy, Just Add Water, a magic paper painting book of joyful affirmations. I'll let you read all of that yourself. Pause it if you feel like it, or whatever. Just add water. Inside cover, there's the things. I will pick out a few that I would like to do our experiments on. In the back of the book, you have this page and the paintbrush that comes with it. And this is also very useful, and I love this idea, especially in coloring books. Put that here, you put your page in, wet, 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 paint, 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 do the things, all la doot. And this is also a consumable book. It's got little tiny perforations in here that you can't see, but I can, because I'm in person. And you are figments of my imagination. Let's start with my most basic clear fluid, tap water. When I paint, I use tap water. Turn on my faucet, there it is. I'm not worried about having to rinse my brush off for colors because the colors are already in here, but I do have a rag here just in case. The one that I wanted to put my work into is this one. It has a lot of the things that I love. Cats, butterflies, rainbows, and spring. It's just around the corner. So let's take a look. And let's start. What color do you think the cat's going to be? You know what I'm hoping. You know those white fluffy cats that you've probably dreamt about your whole life? He looks like, this little face looks like Shawnee. Okay, let's just get that in there. Okay, well, I mean, it's not a ginger cat. Ta-da! Just add water. Just add water. Ta-da! See all that water I've got on there. Woo! Yes! Woohoo! Look at those rainbow colors. Shine. Well, crap. I wasn't prepared for this. Sometimes you have to prepare for the best and expect the worst. I really tried. And that's why you come to this channel, because I show you the failures. The good news is, imaginary friends, is that I have a whole slew of different materials to see if this is gonna work. I'm so excited. I've been obsessed with this for days. Let's try another page in another fluid. Here are the instructions. This book can be enjoyed in 2 different ways. We did the things, we did these steps. I mean, avoid overwetting the work. Relax. And you tear it out and you display it. Or you just color it in. Whatever you want. Let's just start at the very beginning. 5 gallons, put it on the thing. Ours pumps because I don't know, we're cool like that. All right, Minerva. She's helping me over here. She'll be on the table as long as the items that I have here are safe for her to be around. You know that I take care of my kitties. Oh. Here we go. This one works. I don't think the problem on the other one was that we were overwetting. I think that page just didn't work. All right, well, let's time lapse this, shall we? So that one worked. It turned out pretty cute. You know how I feel about hearts, but it turned out well. So this, again, is tap water. This is what I use to plump up my curls, my waves, my toddler waves. They're very delicate. But let's see what happens if, instead of using my paintbrush, I just squirt it. And that's what happens. I just took all of the work out of the book. We're gonna try some sparkling ice lemon lime flavored water. I do like drinks with bubbles. All right, painting with soda. Survey says it works. That's what the oranges and yellows happening. Let's time lapse. From tap water to drinking water, to spraying water, to sparkling water. Let's try micellar cleansing water. Who's calling? Look, it's 10 o'clock at night. Who's calling? No one. So it does separate. So give it a little shake. Rinsed out my glasses. it works. It's a little thicker. Now, I don't know for certain if that's my page, because we've seen a page fail already, or if there's a difference. So let's continue on and we'll do this time lapse. So undeniably, indisputably bad. Don't use makeup wash to paint watercolor. At least not in this book. It stained my paintbrush. That's really not what makeup remover is supposed to do. It's supposed to remove pigment, not continue to collect it. You can see that it didn't spread well. It didn't pick up the color very well. It's time to clean up our act. We have mouthwash. And this stuff is so strong. Let's see if this has what it takes to make something pretty. Let's look at the cloud here. Mouthwash works. All right, let's time lapse. So the answer is no, not in the way that we would think. But I hope you're noticing what I've figured out about how this all works. I'm not going to tell you yet. Comment below at this time what you think is happening. How does this work? So while we're using items from the bathroom, let's go ahead and reveal my secret. The secret is my hair is not naturally pink. I dye my hair pink. There it is. I've said it. The truth is out. I feel free. Thank you. This is not the developer I use. It is way too high, especially for how light my hair is. Everywhere that you have seen color, I have bleached to a white because I bleach to white very quickly. I use a 20 cream developer. Let's give it a try. Make sure that you use this in a well-ventilated area. You have watched many tutorials. Watch Brad Mondo, watch Hair Buddha. Don't follow tutorials of non-hairstylists. Make sure you should actually go to a professional. I have actually ruined part of my curl pattern from bleaching my own hair, even though I did it carefully, small sections, and with all the right materials. I have a long hair journey ahead of me. So, safety first. This is why you don't get the clear, get a cream. Let's see how developer goes. It's acting a lot like the mouthwash, where it evaporates pretty quickly. Oh, let's do the time lapse again. This actually turned out better than I thought that it was going to. I know that developer on its own can't bleach your hair, but it does have some lightening abilities, and I thought that it was going to be underwhelming like the page before it, but it turned out pretty cute. And you know that I love a sun that can rock a nude lip. I picked this page. Unfortunately, a little part of my hand or the cup went across here. Ignore that. Let's move to distilled vinegar. So we don't have to carry around the great big jug of distilled vinegar. We just put one in a smaller container and keep this one in the kitchen, and the big one stays in the laundry room. This one also isn't going to smell so good. Vinegar will catch up with me soon, and it's going to smell like dying Easter eggs. So, proof of concept. We see that vinegar works. Let's go to the place where it's all fast and stuff. As far as the vinegar, it looks fantastic. It spreads well, it paints well, it doesn't spread through the paper. As far as the artistry and the paint goes, it looks very beautiful. I love the blending, I love the color combinations. And we know that I'm willing to go through my failures to show you that art really, there's an art to art. Waterworks. Oh, here we go. Make sure my brush is well saturated, not just the water coming out. Maybe it's just the water coming out of my brush. Well, let's time lapse and do something cool with it. Well, not a total loss. I wouldn't call it a total win either. I thought that the mineral oil would give me a little bit more slip, and maybe the water wouldn't stay on those surfaces. Sort of like when you try to paint over crayon. Well, we have isopropyl alcohol, rubbing alcohol. Don't put this on wounds. It doesn't actually help heal. In fact, this says for rubbing and massaging. I don't recommend that either. I use it for crafting. There we go. It works. There's no reason why it shouldn't. Alcohol is used in a lot of mediums. There's an entire media of alcohol ink markers. I have a huge set and I enjoy them a lot more than I do watercolor, and you get the same effect. So let's time lapse. Nice, fast, easy one. It did a lot like the mouthwash did, and this one has even less dramatic colors. I don't understand why the rainbow needs to have an accent color in it, but the colors didn't blend together. I could have just the whole page and it would have been done. And we also learned a valuable lesson about making sure this is in the right spot. Oh well, let's get cleaned up and try a few more. Now let's go from one alcohol to another. Now, I don't drink this stuff. Well, this particular bottle. This I needed for a recipe. Let's see if this will be any different than the rubbing alcohol or the mouthwash. Cheers. There should be no reason why this wouldn't work, but we could see if this page works. And It looks like it does. Let's get to work. I decided to test a theory about just spreading the medium just across the page and see what would happen. Now, with the vodka, the colors are a lot brighter, but they also didn't blend very well. They did spread out a lot more when I was being a lot more generous with the fluid. When I was taking my time, however, it doesn't seem to fill in as much. Hopefully by now you've also figured out how this stuff works. We have one more medium that I'm still gonna try because why not? So let's see if polyacrylic will work. Give it a good shake. And if it works, this will be a pretty fun experiment. It is water-based. If it doesn't, then it's gonna end abruptly. Haven't you people seen enough failure today? All right, let's see. Oh my gosh, it works. Oh, it's slippery, it slides around. It adds some texture. Okay. So, let's do this. This one surprised me the most. That was a lot of fun, cute surprises, and it ended on the best quote. So we'll take some beauty shots, check in with you tomorrow, and let a few of these dry a little bit more. There you have it. It's the next morning and I didn't want to get ready because I have another video I want to film right away. They turned out how they turned out. And I think the moral of the story is sometimes your failures aren't your failures, but really the instructions that you didn't follow that weren't clear in the first place. And that is your affirmation for today. Let me know if you'd like me to paint some more in that book. It was pretty fun. I don't really like watercolor so much, but I can try out my Nerdy Crafter watercolor paint. I still really want to try out the page with the cat and the umbrellas and the rainbows. So that's it. The one I have planned for next time is a lot of fun. I have an event coming up and let's see what I do for that. All right, until then, bye. We're mad scientists now. Where are you going? What? That's your own cat hair. Gross. From tap water to drinking water to spraying water to sparkling water. Let's try throwing water. We keep one above the kitchen stove as opposed to the bathroom stove. Shawnee, those don't fit you. I know, you don't wear my glasses. Thanks.